Yeah, just her voice. Yeah. It's definitely pinned to the top, but it just doesn't look that way from when you're an admin or an editor. But those who are viewing it will see it. But I have definitely checked that it is pinned. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Thank you.
Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, Queens. Welcome to Queens Unleashed, where we are showing you how to unleash your greatest self. It is my pleasure to bring on this amazing queen who we know as Gladness Katega, who is actually the founder of this powerful movement, this powerful community, this powerful vision, which I am honored to even be here with this evening. So I'm going to tell you about this amazing woman, this powerful woman, okay? And her name is Gladness, and Gladness supports women who face trials in life, okay? And she shows you how to learn how to overcome challenges and rise from pain to purpose. I need you to get that. She teaches you how to overcome challenges, the challenges that life throws at you, and rise from pain to purpose. Now, Gladness has served women internationally, globally, providing business coaching services and personal development support. She empowers women to follow their dreams and passions, okay, despite the challenges that life throws at you, and discover your true God-given purpose. So without further ado, please help me welcome Miss Gladness.
Hey, good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday. Oh my goodness, we thank God we have made it through another week. And this is actually the last Friday of January. Can you believe it? We are at the end of the month. Honestly, is it just me, but is time just floating, flying, or is it skipping a beat? I don't know what's going on. So I want to welcome you. Welcome to Unleash Yourself with Gladness. I am your host, and I'm here with this amazing woman, the inspirational guru herself. So before I bring her on, I want to ask you to first of all share. So I want you to share the broadcast. Share so that we can get as many people involved in this conversation. Get as many people involved, because we are really, Valentine's Day is just around the corner. And as you can see, I am feeling the love, right? I am feeling the love. And I just thought we should spread some positivity. I know we're in a pandemic. I know we're in lockdown here in the UK, but come on, let's have a little bit of red. I thought to myself, this Valentine's, I have not seen any commercials. What happened to the Valentine's Day commercials? So I said to myself, do you know what? I'm going to hook my queens up with something powerful, something inspirational, something amazing, something that they can do to just cheer ourselves up in this season with the Queen Unleashed Self-Love Challenge, which starts on the 1st of February. So this coming Monday, if you're watching this live, 1st of February, the challenge starts for 14 days. We're going to be practicing 14 days of love. Oh my God. What a brilliant excuse to pamper yourself. Treat yourself. What an amazing opportunity, right? So I want you to click the link. It's in the comment, okay? Register yourself. It's absolutely free. It's a free opportunity for you to just learn how to love on yourself. Right? So you have to register. You have to register. I know some of you ladies are already in my community, but if you don't register, you will not be able to get the self-love guide. Okay, so we're going to be using the self-love guide to take us through the 14 days, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fun. And when we finish, we're having a pajama party. Oh my God. Because if we're going to be stuck indoors, especially on Valentine's Day, we might as well just make the most of it, right? So that is what we're going to be doing. So tag a few queens, tag a few women, kings, send this to your queen, okay? Send it to your queen so that she can jump on board and really just enjoy this great opportunity, because it's going to be amazing. So good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for watching this live. Thank you for watching it on replay. And without any further ado, I want us to dive right in. Let me introduce this amazing, awesome woman and girlfriend of mine, Veritas Nkom. Right, she is the one and only goddesspreneur. Woo! Hello, goddesspreneur.
Hey, how you doing, Queen? Good to be here. Good to see you. How are you?
I'm doing well. So let me read up on you first, okay? Veritas is the inspirational guru. She is a barrister lawyer. She's an inspirational speaker, a life transformational coach. Veritas is on a mission to help corporate women and lawyers worldwide learn how to transform into high-value goddesspreneurs and inspiring them to transform from their 9-to-5s into a professional and purposeful coaching business. Woo! Round of applause for the inspirational guru. Woo! You notice I'm a bit hype, yeah?
I love it. I love it. I love it. With the time we're in, it's very much needed. So I love it.
It's needed. It's needed. Like, you have to give yourself joy, right? I mean, if you can't give yourself joy, then this world, where would we be? Where would we be?
Exactly.
Welcome, my love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How was your day?
Oh, my day's been very busy. Busy with work, busy with applications for a place of practice in my law career, which is a very big step that I'm currently taking in my life. And it's just been a lot. So it was so busy today, but the good thing is I have a week off next week, which is good. This is a form of self-care I did for myself. I said, I'm going to book a week off my work so that I can 100% focus on the goal of my applications and not overwhelm myself with trying to meet deadlines at work and then be so burnt out that I can't give my all to the priority. So I'm excited for the week off coming so I can spend time on that. But it's been a busy day, but a good day. I'm thankful to be alive.
Amen. Oh, that's wonderful. You look beautiful, stunning as always. I want that t-shirt. I know you said it's on the way, but Queen, what's happening? Lockdown.
Lockdown is what's happening, and it's annoying because I would love to see how you look. I know you're going to look amazing in your set.
Guys, ladies, so Veritas does these amazing, awesome t-shirts, Goal Getters, and I know you've got cups. Show them, show the ladies, because self-care is coming. They might want to purchase for themselves as a treat.
This one is actually a limited edition. I haven't released it yet. I'm the only one rocking it, but it says here, Goal Getters catch checks, not Corona. And here's the ching-ching. So we're catching checks, we're catching Corona.
Amen. I love it. I love it. I love it. See, I knew you were going to do that. So I said, I'm going to hook myself up. Yeah. When you couldn't get that, honestly, I know the post is, I've got my t-shirt. I can't wait to get it. And I wanted to wear it today. But unfortunately, due to whatever, it didn't come. And I said, I'm going to hook myself up with a bit of Queen. Because I know this goddess is going to show up.
I love it. It's in large, bold writing saying I'm a queen. I absolutely love it.
Yes, yes, yes. So speaking of queening, on Monday, we kickstart our self-love challenge. Oh my God. We kickstart our self-love challenge. Veritas is going to be there. And I know at the pajama party, I know you've got 1 or 2 things that you're going to do for us. I'm so excited. But today, I want us to explain, because I've had a few people not really understanding or getting, like, why is it so important? Why is it necessary? Why is self-care important for us as human beings? It's not just ladies, but even gentlemen. So I said, okay, let's have this discussion just to give some clarity, some understanding, and hopefully for some people, they might actually say, do you know what? I need to actually focus on this. I need to pay attention to my self-care. So let's just talk about what this self-care is, or let's say how people could practice self-care. So I was looking at things such as emotion, right? How does somebody take care of their emotions? Emotion is it's a very important part of self-care, because your internal is key. How you are internally affects how you are externally. And a lot of people are not fulfilling their full potential just because they've got so much things hidden inside, right? I mean, I've been there, and I know you've been there, where you're hiding your emotions. You know, you're not really dealing with some of the hurts that you may be going through. You know, sometimes it could even just be having a really difficult day at work. And instead of you just expressing that, you're keeping it in, right? It could be just abusive relationships, and you don't take the opportunity to even just vent. Sometimes you just need to vent, right? Vent out, to let out these emotions. I mean, can you shed a little bit more light on your thoughts on emotional self-care?
Absolutely. Emotional self-care is extremely important. And one of the best lessons I've learned in my journey of self-care, I'm a person who I used to be taught, what I've now gotten to understand is a very toxic statement: no days off. No days off. You know, real grinders don't take days off. That's BS. You know, I learned that that's BS, because we're human beings. We have to refuel ourselves. We have to recharge our batteries. But because this is what I was taught, for so long, I was moving on the all work, no play. But eventually it catches up, because your mental health gets affected. You start to underperform. And, you know, there's just so much wrong. And then also the lack of setting boundaries. That's a big issue I had. I didn't know how to set boundaries. I was never taught how to set boundaries. I didn't know how to live a life with boundaries. So as I got older, you know, there's the emotional self-care is important, because there's a lot of things that come into the lack of emotional self-care. So things like lack of self-love, okay? So my lack of self-love for myself caused me to always want to impress people. Lack of self-love leads to people please, so that people will accept you, right? So it gets to the point where people kept coming, because again, I didn't love myself like that. Like I love myself now. So, you know, people could come and say, "Oh, V, I need you to do this for me." I was always wanting to give my gifts to people, because that's just the godly part of me. I want to help everyone. You know, let me help you. Oh, V, but I didn't set boundaries. So these people started to violate my boundaries and to feel like they're obligated. And it did get to a point, and I believe it's 2019, where I woke up, where someone said to me, "Veritas, I understand you're an amazing person and you have an amazing heart, but you cannot pour from an empty cup." That statement totally changed me, because I was like, oh my God, that's what I've been doing. And that's why I feel fed up. I feel unfulfilled. I'm tired, emotionally drained. What can I do to fix this? And I realized that my emotional drainage was impacting other areas of my life. You know, it was impacting my finances. It was impacting my health, because I was binge eating, right? You know, you comfort eating. So when you comfort eat, you gain weight. So, it was leading to, it has a domino effect. Emotional self-care is extremely important, because if you neglect that, you will start to see it compound into other areas of your life, and other areas of your life with badly effect. It's extremely important that you emotionally take care of yourself, set boundaries. That's the best thing I ever did. My life changed when I started setting boundaries. Set boundaries, and if people don't like it, let them go. They never respected you in the first place.
Veritas, do you know the funny thing is, when you say that, because I remember thinking, I used to be the same. People please just say yes to everything and everybody, and I want to sort every single thing. This superwoman notion of anything that comes to my plate, I can do it and I will do it. And then people are actually taking advantage of that and mistreating you. And then I started realizing, well, how come they don't do that to somebody else? You know, how come that person, they don't treat them like that? And I realized it's because of what I'm allowing. What you're allowing them to do for you. You're saying to them, yeah, you can do whatever with me, and I will take it. So
you can,
they know it's wrong, because they wouldn't take it. You know, and there's people that they wouldn't take the way they are treating you. They would not allow you to treat them that way. But yet you find yourself taking the nonsense and taking all sorts, and this can even be with friendships. You know, you take anything, but actually setting boundaries is letting the other person know that, no, this is unacceptable for me. This is overwhelming. I'm done. I'm tired. I cannot do that. No, actually, and sometimes even some responsibility, that there's some things that you have to say to yourself, actually, no, this can wait.
Yeah.
It's not urgent.
Yeah, I did that when I think that year when I woke up to what was going on, and I was looking around, and certain people in my environment were really using me. Like they were disrespecting me, talking to me anyhow, expecting, because I was a yes person before. When they started to see I was pulling back, it became a problem, right? They started to get angry. And then I started to realize what was going on. Like, wow, they don't do that. Like what you said is so incredible. You know, why do they don't do that to no one else? And when I need them, they want to put their boundaries in front of me, or they want to act like I'm not entitled to their time. So what's going on here? You know, it's a one-sided thing. And I think what happened was that time I decided to go on a 2-week holiday. So I just got called to the bar as a barrister that year. Wow. I was really burnt out from, even though it was an amazing year for me because my life changed. I went from, you know, God transformed me into a lawyer from where I used to be.
Yeah.
I didn't really get to celebrate being called to the bar. I didn't get to travel. I didn't do anything. Hold on. I haven't even treated myself for how long I've come. But I'm here giving all of this to people who now feel obligated because I was always saying yes. You know what I did, sis? And I'm going to tell you what I did unapologetically. 3 weeks before, my friend come to me and said, B, it's my birthday. I want to go to Miami Carnival. Now, people who know me know I'm a carnival chick. So I was like, okay, cool. But there was a business trip I had to go to the week after in Costa Rica. Now, I was like, you know what? I keep working, work, business. Why don't I treat myself both ways? Go to Miami for one nice week, live it up, you know, turn up. Then go to Costa Rica on business and still turn up. And you know what I did? I went and I still didn't learn my lesson because I carried my laptop thinking, I might need to. But I think one morning in Miami, I was going to open up my laptop and do something for someone.
Yeah.
And my sister said to me, V, you better close that laptop. You're in Miami on your vacation. I have a question for you. She goes, I have a question for you, V. If this person who wants you so badly to get this thing done was on holiday right now, would they open up their laptop? And when I thought about it, I was like, no, they won't, you know. In fact, they probably won't answer my text because they have a habit of doing that anyway. Immediately, I shut my laptop and I never opened it again. And that was the first time I set the boundary and was like, I'm going to start setting boundaries from now. My life changed. I was like, when I went on holiday, as soon as I come back, I'm going to start speaking up for myself. I'm going to say no. If I can't do something, I can't do it. Period, point blank. If people want to get upset with me, that means they were never there for me in the first place. They were just there to energy vampires. They were just there to suck out my life. And I'm an empath, but I can't keep having energy vampires take the good energy out of me. That was when I really was like, it stops now.
Enough is enough.
Yeah, that was the beginning. And in 2020, I executed it in full.
Wow. Somebody says, I feel you just like me. I'm a yes person. Hi, Book. We totally understand. We completely understand. And you know what, Veritas? It gets worse when it comes to love relationships. Oh my God. Talk about trying to please somebody, trying to be something that you're not. Most importantly, for me, it was denying myself, apart from self-identity, but for some weird reason, explain to me this, society has it seemed like all this love notion has to come from somebody else, has to come from the male partner, right? And I noticed when I was in my toxic relationship, which thank God I'm out of, I realized that I was denying myself of the littlest things just because I felt like, oh no, I can't do that for myself. But then he's not doing it for me. You know, little things like flowers. I love flowers.
I love roses.
I had never bought myself flowers before as an adult. So I was trying to look for things in a relationship that I hadn't even done for myself. So
Yes.
what happens is you end up attracting somebody that actually doesn't even, just like what you are, broken. They don't love themselves anyways, and then you attract each other, and then you're in the relationship trying to get things or this person to do things that you don't do for yourself. And you're like, oh, you don't buy me flowers. And they're thinking about, oh, do you like flowers? I never see you buy flowers. I never see flowers in your house. I never, you know? And it's kind of like, why do you have to wait? Why do we have this notion of things like taking care of yourself, going out, treating yourself, buying yourself something nice? Why does it have to be, oh, I need to get that from a man. I need to get that from a particular person. Why is that?
Yeah, like, girl, I could totally relate with the whole, what you just said about attracting at the time when I was in my younger 20s. Even though I had it going on, I was living on my own, I had my job and everything. I never experienced receiving gifts from a dude. So I felt like, okay, when I got with one at the time, we were attracted. Like you said, I denied myself identity too. I took on another identity that's not even mine to create an image of someone else that wants to be accepted. Because I'm thinking, if I deny myself and turn into this person will be accepted. So that's obviously what I set out to do. And in the process, I met someone else who's just like that, denied themselves, puts up a facade that people love, right? And as I was working with that, as I was dealing with that person, you know, this person was always gassing me up, oh, I can do this, I can get you this, but we both knew like the guy couldn't do that. So I ended up, like I said, the guy couldn't do that. To this day, the guy claims he got me a really fat teddy bear for my birthday. Till this day, I have never seen that bear. I never saw any life of it. It was all I'm saying it now, we're laughing about it now, but he was like, oh, it's in my, he said it's in his mother's house catching. Bruh, you never bought the damn bear, okay? Like, you never bought me nothing. So, so we said it could joke because it's funny looking back at it. But this is someone like I wasn't even in a relationship with. That's what makes it work. I wasn't even in a relationship with this dude, but I denied myself so much to impress this guy. I was playing right with side chick to a dude who never bought me gifts, who never bought me flowers. Obviously, if we went out on one day and he won me a gift, or twice, or I think somewhere else won me a gift, okay? There's a difference between getting me a gift and winning the gift, okay?
Exactly.
So, but this is what I'm in a relationship with. But yet, if the guy was to call me at 6 a.m. and he's going through stuff, I'm waking up to stay awake and be there for him, stuff like that. Didn't get no flowers, didn't get no chocolate. I found myself playing ride or die chick to men who could never even gift me for it. But then again, I didn't think I was worthy of those gifts inside. I didn't love myself inside, so I attracted men like that.
Exactly. Wow. This is why I say to my clients, you're trying to look for something. Be that thing first. Be the person that you're trying to attract first. Love on yourself first. Buy yourself those flowers. Because once you do those things, it becomes so obvious in your being. You know, it becomes so obvious in your physique. It becomes so obvious in how you appear, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Amy. Welcome,
Hey,
welcome. It becomes so obvious. It becomes very difficult for that narcissistic person to even try and move to you. Because when they do, and how you respond, how you react, and how you behave, and when you know your standards and you start saying, these are my wants and these are my needs, and this is what I'm about, and these are my values, because you're already treating yourself good how you want to be treated. So for you, it might not be flowers. For you, it could just be traveling. I know a client that hooked up with somebody that likes to travel the world, and they got no business with travel. They don't even like aeroplanes. So I said, and this person every month is off somewhere. So I'm just like, girl.
Listen, I love to travel. If I could travel every month, count me in. Like me, I'm the type of chick where I like, now that I learned what I'm worth and I know what I'm worth now, like my purpose partner has to love vacations, because I'm going to be doing a lot of vacations. That's what I know. I'm going to do a lot of vacations. And I love to travel a lot. Even after, once these borders open, like what coronavirus taught me, especially in terms of self-love and self-care, is that I don't travel enough. It took me that year to travel for like 2 weeks to be like, V, you don't even travel enough. You spend so much time giving. You need to be traveling on vacation yourself. Learn to vacation yourself first.
Yes.
So that the person you get with will have no issue vacationing you. And that's a mission of mine. once when this thing over, I'm gonna take myself on vacations. I'll have those breakfasts with the strawberries, the pancakes. I'll be taking pictures of me with my robe and the champagne. Yes, honey. Yeah,
Because
that's
that
what
is
I'm
you.
doing. That's my
Because that
self-care
is
once it's open.
yes, because that is you. Amy said she just went to do her nails. Yes, Amy. Amy's
Amy,
getting ready
yes,
for the
honey.
challenge.
Now shops are closed. So right now, I'm suffering from regrowth and a plenty regrowth right now.
And this is it. So see your nails and see my nails, right?
No,
I'm
plenty
sure.
regrowth.
Exactly. But this is what I like, and that's what you like. And this is what the thing is, some people get it twisted. They feel like it has to be a certain way. The things we're describing, that is us, right? The Reachers love long nails. I love short nails.
Yeah.
This is all self-care, and it's all doing what you want. It's about identifying what is it that you desire, right? Because I remember that time I was trying to do long nails, and that was not me. Or because sometimes, like, oh, you don't even look good. You don't even try. Then I would go and try to be somebody else. And I was like, no, actually, I love my old nails. I got beautiful hands that God gave me, and that's me. So whatever it is, self-care is about understanding what it is that you desire, knowing that for yourself first before hooking up with the next person. Because when they come on board and you don't know yourself, they start telling their ideas, and you might pretend for a while, but before you know it, you're uncomfortable. You grow and you evolve, which is what happened to me. Which is what happened to me.
Yeah.
So
you want to break free. You want to break that box open. And one thing I said is, I always came across and attracted people who tried to keep me in the box. Because I'm different. I'm not like the normal people. I'm different. I like to stand out. And when you're different and when you stand out to normal crowd, you're crazy. So you know, me, like you just said, that you notice I like long nails. People who know me now, they know that Veritas is a woman who gets her nails long and full of color and bling. People who know me inside out know Veritas is a long nail bling queen, because I get long nails, I get multi-colors and multi-bling. That's just who I am. But there was a time when I was in a circle of people who used, obviously they weren't the right people, you know, who would comment, oh, you look like a retard. I said, I'm a very educated retard, thanks.
You are a whole lawyer, barrister.
This is like in my early 20s. You know, they're like, oh, you look like a retard. You always get long nails. You love colorful hair. That's who I am. But as I got, and I stopped doing it because I started to think, believe these people that maybe I'm doing too much. But then when I now broke out of that shell, one thing about me is, and I learned this all the time, I started coming across people who try to keep me in the box. And eventually, the real me inside, the inner me will get fed up and smash that box open. So, and that happens all the time. I always want to break. I'm like, nah, I can't. Like, I break free. So when I started to go back to myself, oh, the nails came back with the long nails, came back with the bling. The colors in my hair. Like right now, this is my ginger copper. I've got another color coming up next. Stay tuned. Like I put the colors back in. Like this is me. This is the inspiration for me. I'm a whole different woman. Take it or leave it.
And guess what? Because you're being your authentic self, you are fulfilling your full potential. So when you are pretending to be somebody else, you are not achieving your best, right? I mean, and that was the same with me. Trying to be who I think I should be meant, yes, I was beating my goals and my target, but it wasn't my full potential. I was still limited, as you say, being stuck in this box, which means you cannot be as creative. I have a lot of clients that you give them goals, you give them targets, you have a coaching session, all seems well, right? They're pumped up, you can inspire them. But 2 months down the line, you have, or a month later, you have a call. What happened? Oh, I just couldn't seem to do the work. Or so what happened? It was too much house chores, and and then I had to do this and the children. And I'm like, those are all just excuses. The reason you're not fulfilling your full potential is because you haven't taken care of yourself. You haven't set time out to do the things you love. You haven't taken time out to take care of you, right? Yes, we need to keep a tidy home, but there's some Saturdays you can say, look, guys, you're going to take care of yourself because mama's tired. Mama's going to rest today. The whole world is not going to crash. Your house will not get caught on fire just because you decided today you were resting, and you are not going to do, you know, every single thing that everybody in the house wants you to do, right? Because a lot of the time, these women, these women think like they have to absolutely do every single thing. And I remember being in that toxic relationship where as in, if I'm sitting down like this, it's an issue. It's like, oh, you're just sitting down. Yes.
But that's narcissism.
You should be doing something. You should be busy.
Generally want to form you how they want to form you. One thing because I've experienced narcissism, even with dudes I was in a relationship with, and the dudes I wasn't in a relationship with. So I've been affected highly by narcissism, where the guy made me feel like there was something wrong with me. Like, you know, with the way he was treating me, made me feel like, oh, maybe I need to be like these type of chicks that he keeps on disrespecting me with, because I'm not enough. But the truth is, I was enough. He just wasn't enough. He just had issues. He's a narcissist. And narcissists, what they do is they always want you to feel like you're the issue. There's something wrong with you. They put their dark energy on you. And at the time, I didn't know I was an empath. Like I said, when I went through my self-discovery last year, 2020, and that's why I said, despite COVID, 2020 was an awakening year for me, not even as a woman, as an entrepreneur, but as a woman. And that's how the Goddesspreneur came out, because I now realized that I was not only attracting narcissistic men, but I was attracting narcissistic friends. Okay, you can have narcissistic friends. So me as an empath, I now realize, oh, I'm an empath, but I'm an ambivert empath. I like to go out, I like to meet people, and I'm a light worker. I put out light. And when I started to understand who an empath is, I was like, oh my God, now it makes sense why I'm attracted to many narcissists. Because narcissists feed on light. And once they suck all your light energy out of you, okay, they have you in control. So they start to make you feel like you're the issue. When you're not the issue, they're the energy vampires. So when I now stepped back and was like, this is why I've attracted narcissistic men, then I realized that even certain friends or people who I was looking up to or associating with were having narcissistic abilities. I was like, oh my God, that's it. You know, I wasn't setting boundaries. I'm an empath. I just want to give my light. And one of the weaknesses empaths have is we don't set boundaries properly. You know, so because of that, we're attracting all sorts of people, not even just in relationships, even friends and people who now feel obligated to you because you didn't set that boundary. And once they suck out all your energy and you get fed up, they act like you're the problem. So when I now realize, oh my God, I'm an empath, so now I know how I'm going to set my boundaries. Now I know who to look out for. When I started to notice even narcissistic friends, and this is part of my emotional self-care, when they fell off, I didn't chase them. Because to me, as far as I'm concerned, toxic trash took itself out. And it made it easier for me to not worry about, oh, I'm going to hurt their feet. No. I just let them go. I said, no, go. Your energy is not needed.
And they will leave themselves. And that's the thing. They will leave themselves because suddenly you are not that person that will take the nonsense anymore. And they're not going to be comfortable with that. So you will just see, because some people think when we say this, change your friendships. Like I post this, don't have toxic friends. It doesn't mean you need to go calling out people. You're toxic. I ain't talking to you no more. It's over. You don't even need to do that. It will become natural when you change your positioning. When you start loving yourself, identifying your value and your worth, those people that do not value you will slowly disappear. Because they will realize, oh my God, she's changed. And they're not going to be ready to confess and say, oh, you know, I mistreated you. Oh, no, they will just disappear.
No, they'll make it out like you're the problem, that they're not the problem. And like you said, you know, one thing I'd say is as your frequency increases, the lower frequencies decrease from your life.
Amen.
Amen. Your vibrations increase. When you start to tap into, I call it the God frequency.
Yes.
The dark frequencies that don't match your God frequency will drop. And one of the reasons I used to hang on to, and this all had to do with my lack of self-care. One of the reasons why I used to hold on to things I didn't need to hold on to is I had a fear of loneliness. And then when I looked into where the fear of loneliness came from, I realized it came from childhood traumas that I still haven't addressed. So the childhood traumas I dealt with was bullying. And when you're bullied, you're neglected. So I used to be like ganged up on, bullied, neglected in the school playground. And I always tell people this: go to the school playground and you want to play with a bunch of kids, and no, we don't want to play with you. That that sows a seed of rejection within you. And that's where the whole turmoil. It took one of my coaches to make me go into a meditation state where I went back to the first time I experienced rejection. I was like, oh my God, this is where it came from. So when I now was like, I didn't address that, it became a thing where I started to have a fear like I was allowing friends get away with things they shouldn't have gotten away with. And I was afraid to let them go, even though God was showing me, you need to drop this, because I feared being by myself. But I realized that's the devil's lie. That was the devil lying to me, okay? Because he didn't want me to go into the frequency God had for me. Because when you go into higher frequency, while those people drop off, yes, you may be isolated for a while, but it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing, because that now leaves room for God to align you with the people that match your frequency and your purpose, your destiny helpers, right? So that place needs to be clear so that your destiny helpers can naturally come to you and say, hey, let's do this, you know? So that's fear. Once I let go of that fear and realize the devil was just playing with my mind because of what I went through as a child. Once I let that go and told my inner self, my inner little girl, I told my inner little girl, there was nothing wrong with you. You were just never meant to fit in. You were always going to stand out. And that's why they didn't deal with you. You just weren't like everyone else. And that's a good thing. You were made to lead, not follow. Once I told my inner little girl this, I now started to say, let them go. Let whoever drops out, drops out. I trust God. And I'm going to encourage you guys. If you're having issues with rejection and fear of loneliness, it's because there's something in your inner little girl has dealt with some kind of trauma regarding loneliness or neglect that you need to heal from. Now, go and get a counselor, get a therapist, and talk to a therapist, because I'm even looking into therapy to help me still address my little girl issues. You go to a therapist and talk to a therapist and heal that inner little girl, because you then realize that that fear of loneliness is from undealt with issues. And once you start to deal with those issues, people who drop out of your life who don't belong there will no longer faze you. You'll be disappointed, yes, you'll be upset, but you will understand it was meant for the greater good.
Amen. Viviani says simple. Amy said addressing childhood trauma is important. And I just want to echo that with my trauma, exactly the same. Same childhood trauma, but just a different scenario. And for me, it was what we call daddy issues, right? Daddy issues. A lot of people face this, but sometimes do not even realize. Sometimes it's recognized and sometimes it's not. And most people, a high percentage of people going through trauma, childhood trauma, don't even realize. For me, it was an absent father. Lack of fatherly love, lack of attention as a child meant that I was longing for love. So any single person that will just say, I love you, whether they meant it or not, I want to be with that person. You want to hold on to that person. And these are some of the main reasons why people attract narcissists, right? Because that fakery of you just want the attention, the initial attention, because narcissists are masters at that. They will love bomb you.
They will give you.
They love bomb you. They will throw you.
They will give you the attention that you've never gotten before. They will show you things you've never seen, and you'll be like, "Ooh, this is it." Woo! And then once they stop coming and that mask falls off, the real them shows, and you're trapped because you've already fallen so deeply in love with the charm, right?
Yes. And because you never experienced real love, genuine love, especially from a father or even a parent. Sometimes it's not just fathers. You could be a single mother. And this is why as mothers, single mothers, you have to really spend quality time with your children. They need to feel that love. Show them genuine love so they understand. My daughter right now, she knows all about self-love. I give her love. I show her love. I explain to her what it is to mean love. I tell her, I love you every single day as much as possible, because she will hear it so much, because I never heard those words. Do you understand? So because I want her to be, I want to love bomb her now. So by the time she meets people, like, yeah, you love me. And then what? And then what? Right? And she'll be able to see and know the difference between real love, genuine love, and the fake love. So, oh my God. But we're going to go deeper at the pajama party on the 14th of February. So ladies,
I'm excited. I'm going to order me some. You know what I'm going to do? I told you I'm ordering PJs, but you know what else I'm going to order? Because ladies, you have to do this for the pajama party to treat yourself. Yes, you're going to have a man that will give it to you. Don't get me wrong. You will manifest that, and you can manifest it. I'm manifesting it. But guess what? I'm ordering myself some Godiva chocolate-covered strawberry boxes and some pink champagne in my front room with my red PJs. So you better do the same.
Yes, you have just told me. I can't wait. I got my PJs already. That one is done. You can see the picture. I was like, from the moment I had the thought, I was like, Oh my God, I don't even have red PJs. Get me
Get
some of those.
red silky PJ at that. Red silky.
Yes, yes. So if you haven't already, I don't know what you're waiting for, because you need to register and be part of this 14 days of self-care. You need to register so you can get your guide, and I'm going to show you what it is that you need to be doing. And I'm going to hold you accountable. This is not one of those, I'm not those coaches that, yeah, just do and then show me later. No, no, no. I'm holding your hand. We are doing this together, right? Together in the community. So hit the link, register now. Tomorrow we kick off tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to do a live broadcast in the community and just really explain the whole thing, go through the guide, all of that stuff. So if you haven't already, make sure you register. This is an opportunity for you to love on yourself. Pay attention to yourself. I mean, when was the last time you really, really paid attention to yourself, loved on yourself? Why is it important? It affects your whole being, right? Loving yourself, spending time with yourself, it affects how you are, even to your family. I'm a better mother because I have me time every day. Every single day I have me time because it helps me. So you need to work out, what is it for you? What do you need to do to live a happier life? So yeah, we're on longer than I expected. So I want us to conclude with just a few hinters, right? We talked about emotion, we talked about environment. Let's talk about financial. Financial well-being is important. A lot of clients that I work with don't have an ideal financial plan. You ask them, okay, so how much do you have left over at the end of the month? You know, what is your savings plan? And it's like, they don't even know, they don't have a clue. And it causes a lot of mental strain, not understanding even how much are your bills coming out every month. Some people don't know, like, what is the summary number, right? Things like this. It's also self-care, because self-care is about having a balanced life, your well-being in every single area of your life. Veritas, a lot of people think, like, even with your goal-getter t-shirt, they think it's just about getting goals and just, you know, hitting them targets and work. No,
there's
you
more
need to have goals for your personal development as well, right?
Your finances, your personal development, your self-care. You need to have self-care goals. You need to have self-love goals. You need to have self-discipline goals. You need to have time management goals. That's all a form of self-care. It's deeper than that. Yes.
Intellectual self-care. So you gotta be reading, right? Like, this is an opportunity for even social self-care. I was gonna say, opportunity to interact. Sometimes you're depressed, you're sad, you're annoyed, you're unhappy. Like, I ask some people, how many times a day have you laughed? How many times a day have you actually just been happy? Have you thought about this? How many times a day are you happy? Some people go the whole day without an ounce of happiness, which is really sad. A whole day without an ounce of happiness. That is not life, right? Intellectual self-care. You need to read something for your personal growth. Read something, whether it's an audio book or an actual book, you know, a puzzle. Do something creative. Do something, even if it's try something new. Like, when was the last time you did something to function your mind on a different level? You know, when was the last time you leveled up? You know, like, for me, I said to myself, at least quarterly, I want to do a different course or a different subject. Learn about something else than what I already know. It's all part of your self-care and your well-being, right? Physical, working out, taking a walk, eat healthy. Do you want to top up on that one?
Hey, so eating healthy, that one. Like, one thing is, we all have guilty pleasures. Me, my biggest guilty pleasures is chocolate, toffee popcorn, pecan cookies, and Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Those make me weak. But self-discipline is important. Like, even over Christmas, you know, we're all with Christmas and New Year, and life getting in the way, it can cause you to eat. So one thing I have a bad habit of doing is, when I'm going through stuff, I eat to comfort myself. So just before Christmas, my auntie passed away in a tragic accident. Then we have Christmas and New Year. So as well as me grieving, there was Christmas. I wasn't counting calories. I was just chopping, but that stuff built up. An extra 10 pounds gained. And me, those who know me, I'm currently in like fitness and health and wellness. So I went on a big weight loss journey where I was like 216 pounds in weight, and I'm 5'6". So that was obese for my height. And because it was affecting, like I said, the domino effect, it was affecting other areas of my life. I now decided to do something about it. And I went down to 180. I went down from 98.5 kg to 82 kg in weight.
Wow,
okay?
Wow.
I'm still on that journey now. And obviously me doing HIIT workouts is a form of self-care. It's me taking care of my body, me eating healthy, it's taking care of my body. So yes, you can have guilty pleasure. I now said, you know what? My bad habit was eating junk every day. No, you can't. You can eat junk, but it's not every day. Come on now, there's a time for everything. So I now had to go back to routine and say, let me go back to taking care of my body, okay? Because right now I don't like what's happening. I'm sleeping late. My body's like not, it's reacting. So I went back immediately to eating healthy, put myself on my plant-based meal plan to detox. And then I said from then on, once my 21 days, 30 days of that finishes, I'll go back to having a cheat day once a week. That's where I'm applying the self-discipline. 6 days a week, I'm strict on my eating plans. I'm strict on my exercise. Only one day I can play about. And I advise you all to do the same.
Wow. Hi, Shant Edwards. She says, good evening, ladies. Good evening to you. So for me, this physical one is, I remember, is actually just being content and generally fit for yourself. Because I remember not loving myself, that I'm tired. I feel there's a difference. You feel heavy. It's not about being size 0 or being a certain size or looking a certain way. It's really about you being genuinely happy and content, and physically you're feeling okay, right? As well as obviously health and checkup, because sometimes you're actually denying yourself. You know that you're feeling heavier. And you know,
your body tells you what's
that
going on.
You're tired.
Your body tells you what's going on. Your body tells you, like, I started to get breakouts with my skin. So me, I love eating. Listen, I'm just telling you guys my weaknesses. I love hard dough bread with butter, okay? I love hard dough bread with eggs. And there was a time when, because when you're healthy for so long, and then you kind of slide backwards, and I slipped up, I was like, oh, let me have some bread. And I went and got challah bread. There's a place that sells challah bread, Jewish bread, in the part there where I live. That bread, this is good bread, but this is the devil. I got that bread with butter, and I had the egg. And you know what happened? When I ate it for like on and off for a whole week, my skin, I started to see pimples. My skin was like, oh my God. So internally, it was starting to manifest itself externally. So the real, when the breakout was happening because of what was going on inside. And this is why even before I came on this live, thank you so much, Amy. Even when I went on this live, before I came on this live, I was in a group that I'm a part of called Get Snatched Community. And I teach on a lot of the mental stuff in terms of weight loss journey. And I said to every single woman in the group, the reason why people find themselves, they lose weight 1 minute significantly, and then before you know it, they slide back, is because they're not doing the core work. You're spending 80% of your time on the external work when the real work needs to be done inside. That's why they say 80% nutrition and only 20% gym. Because if you spend 80% of your time in the gym and only 20% of the time on the nutrition, you're not going to get the optimal results. You can easily slide, spend time at the gym, and boom, you blow up again. The real work happens within. So trust me, obviously I'm just being transparent with my weaknesses when it comes to.
No, it's true. It's true, because I used to be that person. Yeah, I used to be the person that sets a goal of, okay, so this year I'm going to work out, I'm going to do this. But guess what happens? Self-abandonment. 3 weeks down the line, I don't care for myself anymore and that goal. Yeah. It's like, why is it not critical? Why is it not important for you to set time for you to exercise? It's only 15, 20 minutes.
You can do a 15-minute HIIT workout on YouTube. I do 15 to 20-minute HIIT workout. This week, just before work, I was like, I'm not starting work for 45 minutes. I can sneak in 20-minute HIIT. There's a YouTube video, and I'm happy to post it in your group to help your community. I'll post it in here.
Right.
There's 20-minute HIIT workouts I do that by the end of the workout, you've burnt more than 300 calories because intense. 15-minute HIIT workouts, 30-minute HIIT workouts, 20-minute jump rope. In 20 minutes, you could burn 300 calories doing an intense jump rope workout. Like you said, there's no excuse. You can do. I had to be doing that at home because with COVID, the gyms are closed. So that's when I had no choice but to go on YouTube and research. Okay, what workouts can I do to take classes in the gym? There's really amazing HIIT workouts that you can do in 15 to 30 minutes that would be your whole body workout for the day. That's it. 15 minutes.
How long is 15 minutes? And let me tell you, the saddest part is, and ladies, I am speaking to you if this is you right now. Stop telling me that children are the excuse. Your children are not the issue at all. Because guess what?
Congratulations, Chantel. I just saw Sam's comment.
Congrats.
So me and my friend do 15-minute YouTube hit workout at 8 a.m. Monday to Friday. That's my girl. We just finished week 2.
Well done. Yes.
There you go. And she's a mother of 3.
You see? But guess what? When you tell the children that you want to exercise, my 8-year-old now is my coach. She's my accountable partner. She'll be coming to my room. So, mommy, it's time for exercise. And I'm like, but you said every 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. It's time. It's time, mommy. No, you can't do that because you said. So when you're making excuses, using your kids for excuses, but actually your children are your greatest motivators.
Yeah.
Your greatest, especially when they're young, because guess what? You're building morals and values to them. So what you're doing is showing them how it should be done. So if you start saying you're going to do something, and then when it's time to do it, they don't see you doing it, guess what? That is what you're making them think is normal, right? And that comes back to the narcissist. Then if a man says they're going to do something and they don't do it, they will think it's normal. Yeah. So it all ties up. Amy says they work out with their kids. It's the best way to do it.
I love it. I can't wait to have kids, y'all. I can't wait to have kids, because when I have kids, I want to show them fitness lifestyle. So even my husband, when he comes, he has to like fitness. That's what I'm saying. Because I want to be able to jog with him, exercise with him, and then when our kids come, we teach them the fitness lifestyle. And also, I'm just going to admit, I can use my kids as weights, because I want to be able to have one of my children on my neck.
That's true.
Do the...
That's true. That's true.
I want to do that.
See your plan. So you already, I love it. You're really showing, like, this is what I talk about, the visual and visualize it. You've already seen it. You're already sowing seed. You're planting it, and you're going to manifest it. But a lot of women be talking about on their vision, I want a good man. He will exercise. But what about you? Don't you know that whatever you're trying to attract?
What do you mean?
How are you going to get that person if you can't even be what you're supposed to be? Do you know what it takes to get a king? Oh, my sis, don't comment. Okay, we're going to talk about this.
Guys, come to the pajama party on the 14th in your PJs and some champagne and chocolate. I'm going to talk about becoming a high-value woman and attracting your high-value man. I'm going to talk about that. Not today.
If you're into Vimto too, get yourself a bottle of Vimto.
Get Vimto.
Put it,
grape, whatever.
Put it in a wine glass. If you're a Vimto babe too, put it in your wine glass and let's have a party. So we're gonna finish because we don't want to finish it all here. Well, we haven't even started.
We haven't even started yet.
Sis, I want to thank you so much. The last one I was going to say, which is important, spiritual, but you touched on that already. You know, spiritual self-care is a whole thing. Like, without God and spending time with your spiritual self, you cannot manifest half of whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. But we will dive into that in the challenge. I'm going to love you and leave you on this Friday, beautiful night. We will finish this conversation outside of Facebook.
Yes,
so
money.
Jump into the community, and these are the kind of things that we discuss. These are the kind of things that we are going to be doing in these 14 days. We kickstart on Monday, 1st of February for 14 days, and it's not too late for you to register. So thank you so much, guys, for watching live. Thank you for watching on replay. Share this with another queen so that they can participate. And I look forward to seeing you inside the community. Thank you, Veritas.
My
Love
pleasure.
you and God bless.
Love you too.
See you in the challenge.
Thank you for having me. See you on the 14th.
Bye. Awesome.